guys, new Poke Crew, it's your turn, Crobat here. You are watching Week 6 of the Indigo League of Legends. But before we get started, please make sure you RCS, rate, comment, and subscribe, because you do not want to miss any of these league battles. They are a lot of fun, and you get to think about what's going on. You get to think and make the right choices, and you know what? It's a grand old time, and as you can see, my team is the Londo, the Melodic, the Metagross, the Typhlosion, the Gardevoir, the Crobat. Now, I am going to be running, well, not running around, I am going to be introducing, these Mons in a more proper setting, so you guys can kind of understand, you know, a little insight. You can get a little insight as to what these Mons are like. So I'm bringing Mustache, the Lando. He has the Rock Polish, Earth Power, and he's holding that orb. Looking at my opponent's team, or his roster rather, he has a few fast Pokemon. Well, he has a lot of fast Pokemon. He has the Blaziken, which could have been the Mega. So we really try to make a team revolving around a possible Mega Blaziken, or even possible Mega Manectric. So that is why my mustache is rocking with the Rock Polish, because if I can get a Rock Polish up, I can outspeed basically everything. And a Sheer Force Life or Earth Power hit will hurt just about anyone. So that was why I'm rocking the Earth Power there. And the Life Orb definitely assists with Sheer Force. Now, I'm rocking Pretty in Pink, the Melodic, because if I can possibly get a not Dragon Dance, if I can possibly hit a Dragon Tail, you know what, that's gonna actually help me, because I will be able to, you know, just eliminate some of those status, you know, just shoo that Pokemon out. She's rocking with Protect, because if I can scout a possible high jump kick from a Blaziken, that's absolutely going to help me out. Now, I'm also running Spyglass, my Metagross there, because I figured, you know, Spyglass is going to be putting in the work. So I figured with the team that we made that if we actually Scruffy Fox mentioned, you know, if we put Agility on Spyglass there, the Spyglass is going to outspeed quite a few things, if not everything, on my opponent's team. So this week we're rocking Agility and HP Fire for that Scizor on my Spyglass there. Now, Spyglass I really wanted to put in the work, because I felt if I could hit an Agility and hit the HP Fire, he has a decent special attack. So I figured, no, HP Fire would you know, deal out some good damage. And I'm rocking Metagross, the Typhlosion. The reason why I named it that, one is to just kind of throw my opponent off, but also the main reason why I named Typhlosion Metagross is because Typhlosion and Metagross have about the same, you know, attacks and everything, not attacks, but attack stats and everything. Granted, Typhlosion is special, but what I'm trying to say is, like, Typhlosion has about the same special attack as Metagross has, you know, attack. They both hit hard is my point. They both hit hard, so that's why I wanted to nickname Typhlosion Metagross, but you know what, you don't really care about that. Metagross is running Eruption. Now, Eruption hits everything so freaking hard as long as my HP is full. If my HP goes down to about half or less, then I really need to hit that Fire Blast. Metagross is running the HP Ice, if he decided to bring that Latios there. And he is wearing that fashionable scarf, and I'm bringing Winehouse the Gardevoir. She's running Trick. In case I need to throw out a trick, you know, I thought maybe he might bring that Scizor, so I really wanted to try and throw a trick on anyone, to be honest, just, you know, to throw him off. And she's also wearing that scarf, and it looks so good on her. I'm running Pretty in Pink Crobat. Now, I have Tailwind on this Crobat because if I need to outspeed everything, then I really need a Tailwind up. I also have the Defog in case he wants to throw any Toxic Spikes or anything, and Draper just to hit just about anything on my opponent's team. And he's wearing those protective safety goggles. In case he decided to bring that Whimsicott, I could just switch Crobat in on a possible Sleep Powder or Stun Spore or whatever that Whimsicott wanted to do. And my opponent surprised me. One, he's not bringing Manectric. Two, he's not bringing Whimsicott. I didn't really think he was going to bring Latios. I didn't really think he was going to bring the Swallow, but he's also bringing the Blaziken, the Scizor, the Drapion, and the Ambipom. So we're just going to get into this battle. We're going to get into this battle because this was it was kind of an interesting battle. It had its highs and it had its downs. He's going to lead with the Ambipom, which is fine. I didn't know who he was going to lead with. I wanted to lead out with Mustache just to kind of see who he was going to lead with. Now that I know he's leading with Ambipom, I don't want Mustache taking a Fake Out. So I'm going to go into Pretty in Pink, and just to take that Fake Out, because I know Pretty in Pink can take a Fake Out. I know it can take a decent attack from this Ambipom here. He's going to withdraw. That's fine. I don't mind that he withdraws because I'm just going to attack anything. I'm going to Scald anything. I don't care. He knows, you know, that he can take a Scald. And looking at that damage, he can absolutely take a Scald. He can take 4 Scalds. I don't know. He can take 7 Scalds. But I wanted to get some damage up on somebody. It's whatever. He surprised the hell out of me with a Thunderbolt. I thought it was going to do more. Thank God it didn't. But I'm going to Dragon Tail this Latios out of there simply because I don't want to take another Thunderbolt. And I don't want this Latios to set up all over me if he decided to. So I unfortunately drag out my worst enemy here, the Ambipom. And thinking about that, I Dragon Tail the Latios, and as soon as I saw Ambipom come out, I'm like, great, that's all that I need, right? So I'm going to go into Pretty in Pink. I do have some pretty good defense there, so I figured I can take one Fake Out or whatever. Pretty in Pink can pretty much take this return relatively well. I'm going to Brave Bird just about anything. I wanted to get some damage off on the Ambipom if he wanted to stay in. That Brave Bird potentially would have taken out the Ambipom, but he switches out, and he in fact goes out into the Drapion with the crit. I don't think the crit mattered. Maybe the crit would have at least brought him down to half. If it wasn't a crit, mind you. But I'm going to Roost because I know that this is a good matchup. I know that I can take any attacks this Drapion wants to do. And I also realize I don't really need Crobat around. Only because Crobat was mainly there for the Whimsicott and for the Drapion. So as long as I can take this Drapion out, which I do with another Brave Bird, I don't need Crobat anymore. I really don't. As long as Drapion is out, I don't need Crobat. Whimsicott's not there. There's really no need to have Crobat around. I mean, yes, I would have liked to hit a Brave Bird off on that Blaziken, but at this point, I don't really mind sacking Crobat off anytime soon. So I'm predicting a Protect because all Swallows want to Protect to get that Guts activated. I'm going to Roost, predicting this Protect. And you know what, I do predict right, I'm happy. I get all this HP back, but I'm still really no match for a Guts boosted, you know, Facade Swallow. I'm really not. So I don't mind sacking off Pretty in Pink right here. Pretty in Pink did its job, and I'm happy that she did that. I wasn't really sure who I wanted to bring out, because this Facade is going to hurt. Now, I'm going into Metagross because I am Scarfed, and an Eruption is going to hurt anybody he wants to throw out. He's going into Fortune, the Latios here, and Eruption isn't going to, well, it is going to do a decent amount. I kind of wish it would have done more, but you know what, from this range, I can easily just outspeed and hit another Eruption and take out Fortune right here. And I was so thrilled I was able to eliminate such a huge threat like the Latios. Now, thinking about it, I could just stay in. Outspeed, you know, and hit Eruptions all day long. I don't really care. I'm going to switch Metagross out because I really don't want Metagross to hit. I don't want it to get any damage. So I'm going to sack off Pretty in Pink here. I don't really mind that. And you know what? I don't necessarily need a Melodic anymore either. Yeah, you know what? I would have liked to hit, I would have liked to use a Protect for the high jump kick, but if he switches Blaziken in on the Eruption, it would be a 2-hit, and I'm Scarf, so I can outspeed, so it doesn't really matter that I sacked off Melodic there. I'm going back out into Metagross, because I know I can just hit an Eruption. I'm Scarf, I could take out this Ambipom if I needed to, but he's going to switch out, and he's going out to Kill Switch the Blaziken. And like I mentioned before, this is going to be a 2-hit KO, because look at this damage this Eruption does to this Blaziken. It's going to be a 2-hit KO, and I'm so thrilled this Blaziken isn't going to be doing anything to my team. I was so happy that I was able to take out the Kill Switch right there. That Kill Switch is a great nickname because Kill Switch would have destroyed my team. Now, this is the part where, you know, it goes downhill for me. Unfortunately, I think to myself, oh, you know what? I don't need Metagross anymore. And I allow Metagross to go down. Why? I don't know. I don't know why I thought it would be best to sack off Metagross right there. I really have no idea what I was thinking. I easily could have switched into Spyglass right here. Spyglass could have taken a return. It could have taken anything this Ambipom wanted to do. So sacking off the Typhlosion right there really hurt me, and it definitely influences the outcome of this battle. Ambipom is going to hit a low kick on my Spyglass. That's fine. I'm going to hit an agility. And I don't mind at all setting up on this Ambipom, because I know now that I can just outspeed and take out the Ambipom right here. Unfortunately, my Meteor Mash does not give me the attack boost that I so greatly need. I was hoping it was going to, but at this point, Metagross, or rather Spyglass, is going to be setup fodder for the Scizor. Because Scizor was going to Mega Evolve. I did not think he was going to bring a Mega Scizor. I was hoping it was going to bring the Mega Blaziken, and I took out the Mega. You know, that would have been awesome. The HP Fire isn't going to really do much at all to this Mega Scizor. Like I mentioned, Metagross is just going to be setup fodder for the Scizor. That's why I said earlier I shouldn't have sacked off that Typhlosion, because I could have outsped and just eliminated the Scizor. I really could have done that. Unfortunately, I don't know what I was thinking, but unfortunately, you know what? I dropped the ball. I dropped the ball, and I could have won this battle. I really could have, but I dropped the ball, and I cost myself the battle. I really did. Because right now, Scizor was going to set up all over me. The reason why I went for 2 hidden power fires is because I thought maybe I could keep hitting him, and I'll get a crit, maybe, but he's going to be roosting up, and he's going to be getting a lot more HP than I'm giving him damage, you know? And that's not good at all, because now he can just bullet punch anybody on my team and pick up the win. I was ashamed that I let this happen. I really was. I should not have done what I did, because I know from talking to Scruffy Fox that Typhlosion could have lived at least 1 or 2 bullet punches from this Scizor, and then I could have hit a Fire Blast and just taken out the Scizor. So I am really, or I was rather really frustrated that I allowed this to happen to myself. I could have won. I easily could have won, but you know what? I dropped the ball, and I did, and I apologize to each and every one of you that, you know, I did so. But I wish that, well, that crit didn't matter, but I wish Mustache put in the work. I wish he showed off some of his true potential, but unfortunately I didn't allow him to do so. Winehouse is not gonna be living a bullet punch at all. Unfortunately, he can just bullet punch away and pick up the win. Now, I did have this win in the bag. Unfortunately, I cost myself the battle, and it sucks, it does, but I am still in the playoffs. I still am in the playoffs, and that's good. I'm glad I'm in the playoffs. Because that means well, as long as I beat Isaiah next week, I'm in the playoffs. So keep our fingers crossed for that. We have plans for you, Isaiah. We have plans for you. NecroStevo. I don't know your name. Necro? I'm not sure. But, NecroStevo. This was a great battle. I'm so glad I battled you. I was so nervous about going into this battle with you. I know that the Scruffy Fox and I, we prepared so damn much for your team, because that Mega Manectric scared me. The Mega Blaziken even scared me. And it was an interesting roster to work around. So I'm glad I was able to battle you. If you guys want a chance to battle NecroStevo, then make sure you hit him up down in the comment section. Well, make sure you hit him up, because all of his information, his Twitter, his YouTube, everything will be in my description. So make sure you go check the description. Make sure you click on his YouTube. Make sure you click on his Twitter. Hit him up for a battle. He's always looking for a battle, and he'll be happy to battle you, just as much as I will be happy to battle you. And if you want to battle me, then RCS, rate, comment, subscribe. What are you waiting for? Do it. But I am going to end it right here. And I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch all of you all on the flip side.